And this is part 3. This is getting into mediumship at this point. The first thing I have been shown has to do with clear beads. This is almost like what you would see on like costume jewelry, like on a bracelet, like clear, kind of like this, but even a little more translucent. I have definitely 2 females that have come in, and I have a male more to the back. He's a little quieter. He's letting the ladies take the lead. I find that happens a lot. He's a gentleman. So I have these 2 females. One is a very thin woman, and one is a little bigger boned. They're similar in age though. They're not that far apart in age. Where the male is much older. He's got quite a bit of gray in his beard and mustache. So, and he's tall. He's kind of that stature where it looks like his shoulders are weighted because he's like bent, almost like bent over in a crouch, like from the weight of his shoulders, if that makes sense. Someone is mentioning a Nancy. They'd like to mention Nancy. This is more like a hello from, a hello to. I'd like to talk about lilies or Lily. I'm being shown lilies. The thinner woman, she's quite wrinkly. Again, I don't feel like she's old. Older, but not old, not in like gray haired, like full gray haired stage of old. But she's very wrinkly. Like, I don't know if she just didn't take care of herself well, or she had some struggle with some addiction issues. I do feel like she was a heavy smoker and very thin, because I'm seeing her with these pair of jeans that are just slouched down. Like, they're too big for her hips, and really her backside is quite flat, where she doesn't have enough body fat on her frame. Of course, she's not like that on the other side, but this is how she's appearing to me as she would have been in life. And she keeps raising an oxygen mask up to her face, placing this up to her face. She tended to talk a little bit too close. She was a little bit too close into other people's body spaces when she talked to you. The bigger woman, not that she's a big woman, but she's more of a bigger boned woman than this woman. She's putting a graduation cap on you. So I don't know if you've recently had a graduation or have an upcoming graduation, but she's putting a graduation cap on you. And she's saying how proud, because I keep seeing this tassel. And she's handing you, it looks like a leather briefcase of something that she's handing to you. She has her fingers locked around those of a little boy. It's almost like a pinky promise was made at some point with this little boy. She keeps showing me her feet. I don't know. She seems to have been upset with the way her feet looked at her passing. Her feet, like if there was like some really thick dry skin, or her nails weren't proper or something, but now she's showing me her toes are pretty, and she's got them painted like a burgundy color now. She wants you to know her toes are really, really pretty now. I feel as though there's something systematic. There's something systematic, widespread. Now I'm brought to this bench, and we're sitting at this bench by this tree. And she's saying crying in the rain. So I don't know if it was very rainy on the day of her service, or you were crying thinking about her while it was raining, but she's talking about crying in the rain. And the man has stepped forward. He is straightening up a tie, and he is wearing a suit. He keeps saying something about Sunday shoes, that you would know the term Sunday shoes, and that will somehow validate that this is him with his Sunday shoes, because that's what he calls them, and he keeps them very clean and tidy. I'm going to go to part 2 of your mediumship.